morning. It's Monday, January 12th. It's about 8:15. I've been on trail about 30 minutes. Had a great night's sleep. It finally cooled down enough where I could get my tent about 9:30, and I fell right asleep. Woke up at 6:30. Had two girls come in, northbounders, and talked to them for just a minute. And then I heard another guy roll in. I could hear them till dark, and then they went to bed. I have about 5 miles to get to water. Just have a little bit of water. And Shirley, I had service. I didn't even know I had my phone off airplane, and I got a text from Shirley, the lady I told you about yesterday. Texted me, and by the way, thanks a lot, Shirley. When I get to this creek at the bottom, I'm going to be in full sun, it sounds like, the rest of the day. Oh my God. Means I'm going to have to wear a long sleeve shirt, hoodie, and it's going to be 100 and something degrees. Oh my. But anyway, actually last night there was a breeze that picked up, and it blew the smoke out. It was nice. And this morning it is back. I think it's worse than yesterday. All the hikers are talking about it. But I don't know if I mentioned this yesterday, but I had COVID in January. I still do not have my sense of smell back. I smell something burning all the time. That's the only smell I have. So it's nothing new to me. Man, I'm fried. I got fried yesterday like an idiot. Had no sunscreen on. But I'll be wearing the long sleeve hoodie shirt today. It looks like sun shirt I have. And I guess that's about it. The two girls I met yesterday were Swifty and Songbird. Sun's gonna be, and I don't know the guy. He came in after I was in my tent. But anyway, I'm not sure what all I'll show you today. Again, it's all smoky, but we'll see. I'm thinking about jumping in that creek. I read where you can get in there, get all good and wet before I start hiking again. What does it look dry? It is so dry in here you could spit and start a fire. I already crossed paths with two nobos this morning. Older gentleman like me and a young Asian girl. They didn't want to talk. They just said hey and kept on going. Well, they're climbing this mountain though. I don't blame them. Whew. Yeah, I am not looking forward to hiking in the sun today. Direct sun. I was in shade all day, except later in my last, whoa, got a little obstacle here. Here comes some nobo. There's a deer standing right on the trail up here. Let's see if I can ease up. She's standing right in the middle of the trail, looking right at me. I don't know if you can see her shaking so much. So anyway, I'm gonna stand here a minute in the shade. Yeah, the deer's still staring at me. Just ran into two more nobos. Squints, and I already forgot the girl's name. I'm horrible. Well, they gave me a lot of information. They said about a half mile from here, they saw a black bear. I mean, a black bear cub, and they've heard that that mother and the cubs have been hitting campsites. And also, they told me, which I'm not looking forward to, when I crossed the creek or river, they said they saw a shitload of rattlesnakes. And they said these things would not even get off the trail. They said they had to wait one time 20 minutes for it to go off. I'm sure they threw rocks at it or something. They said they saw them laying in the water, and they said, so beware of that. Oh boy. All right, so I'm hiking on. Well, I'm sure that'd be a cool view, but it's all smoked in. I can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sets of mountains. Well, there's a view of Mount Shasta through the smoke. It's showing up a little bit. When I was here, 2019, that thing was covered in snow. It's so hot, it's all gone. It's just a big rock. That young couple I passed also told me that, which I already kind of had noticed, bees are everywhere. Yesterday when I stopped at the 2 water sources, there were probably 500 bees swarming around the water, but they didn't bite. And this morning, my tent site, bees were swarming around my tent, and they're everywhere right now. I can hear them. They said where they had camped, they asked me where I was camping, because there was a place about 8 miles away. I said, no, I'm going farther than that. They said, well, good, because it was horrible with the bees. Man, it must be crazy. 110 degrees, not yet. Bees, rattlesnakes, and bears. What an adventure. Well, it's about 10:15. I've hiked about, I don't even know, 3.5 miles. I just stopped, right back here on trail to have a snack, take a break. And right, I know you can't see, but back in here, I hear this crack, crack, psh, bam! Big ass tree fell. That is dangerous. I mean, you can see behind me, maybe all the tree deadfalls that have fallen. Yeah, I remember back in 2019, I had crossed this bridge. I think it was Oregon, could have been in Washington. And it was a pretty big wooden bridge, and you could see where a tree had fallen across it, because the trunk of it was still on the left rail. They had cut it right there, and then the other rail was damaged. Trying to find where that tree fell. But anyway, I had later heard, after I'd gotten off trail, that there were a bunch of people on that bridge. They were, if I remember the story right, it was somebody's birthday, and they'd packed a beer out and celebrating on a bridge, and that tree had fallen, and it had killed a guy. So lucky didn't kill more. Wow. Because I saw that, I mean, that tree was huge. The base of it. So yeah, that's a, and then last night I'm sitting there camping and there were 2 giant pine deadfalls. Sometimes you just don't have an option. But anyway, I'm about 1.5 miles, or maybe, yeah, about 1.5 miles from the river. And I'm gonna take another break and drink it. I've been out of water for an hour. Drink about 2 liters of water. And if I can, I'm gonna get in it. Depends on how deep it is. Well, I made it to the river. I just laid my whole body in there. It was slippery, so I could hold onto that log and these rocks and I wouldn't float away. Oh, that felt good. Man. Anyway, I'm gonna sit here. I've already drank 1.5 liters of water, and I'm gonna drink probably another liter. It is like when I came the last little trail here, it was like walking into Las Vegas. Now right by here, the river, it's not bad. But anyway. Well, I just got out of the creek. I don't know if you can hear me down there, but there it is down there. I completely submerged in that cold water. Felt awesome. Just met a no-bow down there, and he said I have a hell of a climb coming up in the heat of the day. But he said he saw no rattlesnakes, so maybe they're just morning snakes. So that's good news. I didn't want to have to watch every freaking step. But he's from Oregon, and 2017 he did the no-bow and made it to Belden, California. I'll hit Belden in, I don't know, 2 or 3 weeks, and now he's finishing up this year. It's Belden to Canada, so pretty much we really have about the same distance. This is the big mountain I came down this morning. I was probably camped on the other side of that mountain. Holy crap, I'm standing in the sun. I gotta go. Holy crap, it's hot. Well, I just ran into another no-bow. I said, what's your trail name? He said, Thirsty. I said, hell, me too. Anyway, he said he saw no rattlesnakes and he just walked through here. So those other people, anyway, I saw them on that other mountain across from here about 8, so they must have come through here about 6 in the morning. So they're actually, it is hot, but there is a breeze today. You can see it behind me. So that does help. And I did put sunscreen on today. When I got out of the water, I coated my face, neck, arms. Because one of the reasons I was so damn hot last night, because I was sunburned. Well, I think I got to the top of the mountain. It's about, I don't know, 1:30, I don't even know. But there's a water source and a tent site about 1.5 miles from here, and I'm gonna fill up with water and I'm gonna lay down for about 3 hours. It is, I mean, it feels like you're in Vegas. It is horrible. Just too hot to hike. So I'm gonna lay down or rest for a while and then get back up, I don't know, 4 or 5 o'clock and make it to my 12.5 miles that I wanted to get today. So that's the plan. Woo, see bye. Since I made it to the top, I've been hiking on this ridge. It's actually every now and then a breeze blowing. It feels wonderful. But it doesn't look like it, but it is like straight down. I don't know how in the hell anything lives up here. It is like, hell, the trees look burnt and they're not even burnt. Well, I made it to this water source, and I've actually been here for 30 minutes talking to 3 nobos. They were at the campground I was gonna stop at, and they were pretty cool. Let's see, music box, good news, and butt shot. And she was probably my age or in her late 50s. But the girl, good news, told me she's actually doing a flip-flop. She's started in Truckee going north, and then she's flipping back down going south, so I'll probably run into her again if I make it. It's about 4 o'clock. I took about an hour at that last water source. There's another one coming up in less than a half a mile. It's the last one. So I gotta haul about 4 liters of water, which is good God. My shoulders are hurting so bad. About 10 pounds of water, because there's a kind of a dry stretch. My campground from this water source will be 3.8 from this next water source, and then when I get up in the morning, I'll have about 6 miles before I have water again. So I got to save at least a liter for tomorrow. And I had a good... Well, I made it to the top of the mountain finally. I had no idea that was a almost 3 mile uphill climb. There was I had to stop 3 times because I was getting the verge of heat exhaustion or heat stroke. I could feel it coming. So I stopped. The second time I stopped, laid my backpack against a tree, and all of a sudden I hear this swarming bees. It was yellow jackets. The tree was rotten and yellow jackets were in there. There had to be hundreds around my backpack. So I went on up the trail. Hell, they were following me. And then this guy comes down named Rambo. Well, I met him, Rambo, and I was sitting there warning him about it. And boom, he got stung in the back of the leg. Well, it's about 8 o'clock. I got to this campsite, and I am laying butt naked in my tent. It is so hot. I am serious, butt naked. I got to this campsite about 8 o'clock. I mean, excuse me, 7 o'clock. And I started setting up, and all of a sudden, I hear this buzzing. And there must be, I don't even know if you can hear it through the phone, thousands of bees. And I walked away for about 10 minutes, came back, set my tent up, walked away, got out of my clothes, came back, and threw everything in my tent except for my backpack and food and water. And hell, they got to go to bed sometime.